Hi, welcome back to our home. I'm going to show you how I've laid out our fridge. It's a very small fridge for a very big family, but it has to be well organised for us to cope at home. So here's where we start. It's just a regular Bosch fridge with 60 width. It's quite a tall one, half fridge and freezer. As you can see, everything's quite organised and neat. There isn't much shopping in there just yet, due to put all the shopping in, but I'll show you how it's laid out. So here in the bottom shelves is where I keep the juices. I keep them low so the children can reach them themselves. I'm all about helping them to help themselves, you know me. At the top here, I keep their medicines, paracetamol and ibuprofen, always kept up there, always have. I don't know why. I don't know whether you even have to keep them in the fridge, but I prefer to keep them in there, up, out of the way also. If I've got penicillin and things, that also goes in that top bit. This is also where I keep cream. I very rarely use cream. We only ever buy cream for desserts or if I'm baking cakes, so it's not something I keep in the house all the time. So when I do have it, I put it in that space there. These are amazing balls. These are my containers that I use for leftovers. Screw cap. I fill them up with the leftovers, pop them in the side there. I got these, I think, from B&M, really cheap as well. And look, they stack, and they can, I can stack 4 up there, no problems. They don't fall if you stack them on top. They kind of click into the bottom. Brilliant. I don't know the name of the brand. I just got them as they were in B&M, so I'd recommend those every time. Now in the main body of the fridge, I have my fruit and veg that I keep in the bottom. Well, I say fruit and veg. The vegetables are kept in the bottom drawer. We've had this fridge for years, so you have to excuse it. It's a bit tatty, but in here I keep my things in little containers. So this particular container here is where we keep Spike's food, Spike our bearded dragon. So any leftover scraps of food go inside that container. It's sealed down and popped in the fridge out of the way. I also keep the other vegetables, like my celery. I wash it, I trim both ends, and I bag it just like you'd get in the supermarket, but you pay extra money for that to get it already done. There's a coriander, and I keep the coriander leaves in a separate bag as well, because I like to use the stalks in things like curries and in my chili, our vegan chili. So it's great. All the other things are in bags, carrots, and then I've got boxes for other stuff. I've got some onions that I keep in the fridge that are in a box. Also my spinach. We love spinach, so we wash it. Like I said, the things that are in that drawer are already washed, and some of the things are prepped. I wouldn't cut an onion. You really shouldn't cut onions and then keep it just sitting there. So I only keep things that are cuttable. Carrots, I wash them, cut them, and put them in there. Great tip: thyme, fresh herbs, brilliant if they keep fresh and dry in a container. I used to keep them in a bag and they'd get soggy and die, or and things like that. So keeping them in the little container keeps it fresher for longer, and we use a lot of thyme in our cooking. There's our salad stuff. Everything's easy to get to, and it's all in separate bags, because something goes a bit dodgy, it waters up and then it messes up the whole place, and I can't stand that mess. In here there's a pumpkin already prepared. I had pumpkins over the Halloween. My mum gave me pumpkins from her allotment, so what I did was I cut them up into chunks, and they're ready to throw into a soup or to be put in the oven and things like that. And I also froze some of the chunks as well, because we had so many. Now this next shelf here, this one I've showed before we did a Froobs challenge, and I showed how I do a prep area for the children up there. So this is where they usually get their snacks. They love having yogurts in their cereals. I don't allow them to have sugar in their cereal, so that can be like an alternative. It's tasty and they like to grab and go. There's some fruit there as well. The fruit's always washed and prepared. The grapes haven't been washed and prepared yet. I just bunged them in, so that's why they're just sitting there. But in that space there would be their like prep, like I showed in the Froobs challenge. On this shelf here we keep their drinks, access to bottles of water so they can just grab and go. I fill up that bottle of water, that jug with water from our bottled water, so that can be sat at the dinner table. This here, my milk, I always keep the milk in the middle of the fridge there. I don't like it in the door. I read somewhere that in the door it loses heat there, so it's always better to keep your milk and dairies inside the main body of the fridge. So that's what I do, and it's neat and tidy there. Along the sides is where I keep the jars and the bottles of things that sauces that need to be kept in the fridge. I want to get a mini Lazy Susan so that it's easier to access all the jars, so the kids can just turn it around. But I haven't got that yet. I'm looking for the right size. When that happens, I'll get it. The next shelf up is where we keep fizzy drinks, so that when we have guests, the drinks can go in there. Like I said, I've had this fridge for about 10 years, so it's kind of been a bit beat up, so you just excuse that. There's my sparkling water. I'm not really a fan of drinking water, but I will drink sparkling, so at least I'm drinking water, hey ho. Up there are where our cans go. These fridge bins are so amazing. I got them from HomeSense, but you can get them from Amazon and Lakeland. I've seen them, but I got them reduced in HomeSense. I think that was about $3.99 for that, to hold the tins, and keeps the tins nice and tidy. This one is a godsend for me. My eggs box, I also got that from HomeSense, really cheap. You can get it from Lakeland, you can get it from Amazon and various other places, but it's brilliant. It keeps your eggs in there. I keep all the fresh eggs at the front, the older eggs should I say, at the front, and then when I get new eggs come in, I put them in the back. My husband loves to eat eggs for breakfast, and sometimes he'll come and do an omelette for lunch, so we need a lot of eggs. But it's great because then it's got a flat top that actually you can put something on top of there without squashing your eggs. Here's our cheese box. Now I love Parmesan and some smelly cheeses, and when you open your fridge, especially when you've got guests, you open your fridge and all you can smell is stinky cheeses, and it makes your fridge really smell. So I keep my cheeses in a separate box, and it's sealed. It's a great container from IKEA. It's got in a rubber sealing, so it keeps it completely sealed. The cheeses are bagged inside that box as well, so it's all kept nice and clean and fresh. And I also tend to grate I get a really big block of cheese and grate a half of it so that there's grated cheese in there, because I use grated cheese for cheese sauces, sandwiches and things like that. But yeah, I haven't done that yet because the shopping is due to come in, so when that comes in, then I'll grater it with my electric grater. In here is usually where I keep our turkey ham and our sausages, our fridge sausages. And we don't eat pork, but we do get those, those chicken sausage, hot dog sausages. So that's it. That's my fridge. I know you must be wondering where the meat is. I do keep my meat in a separate fridge altogether. I do a regular shop rather than big bulk shops, simply because my children are the kind of kids that will eat everything if it's there. So it drives me nuts that I do a big bulk shop and then by the 2 days later there's nothing. So just in case you're wondering how comes we're such a big family and there isn't much in there, I put in there for each period, say every 2 days, I'll add to it or build up on something that is depleted. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe if you haven't already to see further videos. We've got lots of different DIY videos and home organisation videos and just us as a crazy family videos. So please do click on that subscribe button and join us. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.